Well, we've got some insanely breaking news, insanely huge breaking news this morning. Certainly not the news I expected when I woke up this morning. It is the news that we have, however. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoy content like this. It absolutely does help the channel out. And now let's show you what's going on. Vox Writing YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki, my apologies if I said that wrong, who has led the world's largest video site for the last 9 years, is stepping down from her role. She'll be replaced by Neil Mohan, her longtime lieutenant. Looks like Neil Mohan used to be the chief product officer at YouTube, and perhaps other roles as well, but that's what he was previously. And now, as you know, going to be CEO. Well, congrats to Neil. I obviously hope that that goes well for him, and he does a great job for YouTube and for all the YouTubers and all that. Yeah, obviously, I want that to go well. And Susan does have a statement. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Vox continuing saying, in a letter sent to YouTube's employees, Wojcicki said she was leaving in order to start a new chapter focused on her family, health, and personal projects that she's passionate about. We'll also hope that goes well for her as well. It sounds like some nice personal stuff to focus on, eh? During her tenure, YouTube became increasingly important to the business for Google, which bought the site in 2006, and Alphabet, the holding company that houses both of them, in 2022. YouTube generated $29.2 billion in ad sales, more than 10% of Alphabet's total revenue. Wojcicki's departure also has meaningful symbolism for Google and tech in general. For years, she has been one of the very few women to operate a huge tech business, and she was an integral part of Google's founding. She famously rented out her Silicon Valley garage to co-founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin in 1998 and joined the company as its 16th employee a year later. That's actually some pretty crazy lore right there. Quote, Susan has a unique place in Google history and has made the most incredible contribution to products used by people everywhere. Page and Brin said in a statement, we're so grateful for all she's done over the last 25 years. Wojcicki started at Google running marketing, helped to build its online ad business, and at one point ran the company's video service that was trying to compete with YouTube. She ended up arguing that Google should just buy the site instead. And during her tenure as YouTube's leader, she made a point of increasing its accessibility to advertisers while simultaneously trying to wrangle an enormous and unruly group of video creators that powered the site. Vox continues, also saying that periodically led to criticism from both video makers, who said YouTube's rule changes and moderation decisions made it hard for them to make a living, and outsiders who said the company wasn't taking a firm enough hand to discourage hate speech and other unpleasant content. And Wojcicki apparently saying in a 2019 interview that they managed to upset everybody. Wojcicki has spent years working closely with Mohan, her successor. The two of them first worked together building Google's display advertising business, and Mohan has become Wojcicki's number 2 at YouTube since 2015. Susan has built an exceptional team and has in Neil a successor who is ready to hit the ground running and lead YouTube through its next decade of success. Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai, my apologies again with the names there, said in a statement, and below is the full text of Wojcicki's letter to her employees. Let's take a look. Subject, a personal update. Hi, YouTubers. 25 years ago, I made the decision to join a couple of Stanford graduate students who were building a new search engine. Their names were Larry and Sergey. I saw the potential of what they were building, which was incredibly exciting, and although the company had only a few users and no revenue, I decided to join the team. It would be one of the best decisions of my life. Over the years, I've worn many hats and done so many things. Managed marketing, co-created Google Image Search, led Google's first video and book search, as well as early parts of AdSense's creation, worked on the YouTube and DoubleClick acquisitions, served as SVP of ads, and for the last 9 years, the CEO of YouTube. I took on each challenge that came my way because it had a mission that benefited so many people's lives around the world. Finding information, telling stories, and supporting creators, artists, and small businesses. I'm so proud of everything we've achieved. It's been exhilarating, meaningful, and all-consuming. Today, after nearly 25 years, I've decided to step back from my role as the head of YouTube and start a new chapter focused on my family, health, and personal projects I'm passionate about. The time is right for me, and I feel able to do this because we have an incredible leadership team in place at YouTube. When I joined YouTube 9 years ago, one of my first priorities was bringing in an incredible leadership team. Neil Mohan was one of those leaders, and he'll be the SVP and new head of YouTube. I've spent nearly 15 years of my career working with Neil, first when he came over to Google with the DoubleClick acquisition in 2007, and his role grew to become SVP of display and video ads. He became YouTube's chief product officer in 2015. Since then, he has set up a top-notch product and UX team, played pivotal roles in the launch of some of our biggest products, including YouTube TV, YouTube Music, and Premium and Shorts, and has led our trust and safety team, ensuring that YouTube lives up to its responsibility as a global platform. He has a wonderful sense for our product, our business, our creator and user committees, and our employees. Neil will be a terrific leader for YouTube. Lost my place for a second. With all we're doing across Shorts, streaming and subscriptions, together with the promises of AI. Hey, wait, by AI, you just mean like the algorithm, right? Like machine learning and the algorithm and all that, right? You're not going to replace us all with AI YouTubers, right? Like we saw Nero-sama on Twitch taking over. Like our jobs are safe, right? I'm kind of being facetious and kidding around a little bit, obviously, guys, but you know, the AI stuff's pretty crazy. Continuing. YouTube's most exciting opportunities are ahead, and Neil is the right person to lead us. For all the YouTubers I've had the privilege to work with, you have done so much to make this platform better over the years. You created the largest creative economy the world has ever seen, enabled entirely new forms of art and storytelling, and supported millions of creators and artists to reach new audiences, all while investing in responsible growth so that this brilliant community of creators, artists, viewers, and advertisers could not only coexist but thrive together. Thank you. As for me, in the short term, I plan to support Neil and help with the transition, which will include continuing to work with some YouTube teams, coaching team members, and meeting with creators. In the longer term, I've agreed with Sundar to take on an advisory role across Google and Alphabet. This will allow me to call on my different experiences over the years to offer counsel and guidance across Google and the portfolio of Alphabet companies. It's an incredibly important time for Google. It reminds me of the early days: incredible product and technology innovation, huge opportunities, and a healthy disregard for the impossible. And beyond that, I'll still be around. So I'll have a chance to thank the thousands of people from all across the company and the world who I've worked with and learned from. But for now, I want to thank Sundar for his leadership, support, and vision over the years. I also want to thank Larry and Sergi for inviting me on what has truly been the adventure of a lifetime. I always dreamed of working for a company with a mission that could change the world for the better. Thanks to you and your vision, I got the chance to live that dream. It has been an absolute privilege to be a part of it, and I'm excited for what's next. Thank you for everything, Susan. Susan herself, just 15 minutes ago, also tweeted about this news. Her tweet reading: "Today, after nearly 25 years at Google, I'm stepping back to start a new chapter. I'm inspired every day by creators around the world who bring people together on YouTube. It's been an honor to have a front row seat to this incredible community," and linking to the blog post, which we already read. Comment from 47 seconds ago saying, "Wonder who's going to take her position." Maybe try reading the blog post that she linked about. That question might mysteriously get answered. Reception seems kind of split. A lot of people seem to be thanking her for her work and congratulating her on all her success, wishing her a good future and such, and so on and so on. However, other comments are a bit more negative. For example, this Cody person who also decided to respond down here as well to someone else that was leaving a more positive comment. And you can see some more general consensus right here. Of course, everyone is welcome to their opinions, and as even Vox wrote, reception is of course a bit split, to which Susan has even acknowledged that she's managed to upset everyone back in 2019 even. So this of course is stating the obvious, I suppose. Ultimately though, if I have to choose between being negative here or being positive, it's just not my style to start ragging on the woman on her way out. So I'd rather focus on the positives, and I'll say this much. Yeah, while YouTube certainly has had problems over the years, and some problems which I've even had to deal with, yeah, and I'll leave it at that. You know, I will say YouTube has been a very positive thing in my life. It has opened so many opportunities for me. It is, you know, to not get all sentimental here, I'll simply say the fact of the matter, which is that it has changed my life for the best. And being able to work on my channel, and of course it has taken my own work as well. I come here every day, and I've been on the grind for years now, working at this channel every day. But the fact of the matter is, despite my work, if YouTube wasn't here, I would not have had the opportunity to do this and to meet all these awesome people and to do all this stuff. You get the point. So despite any flaws that may have occurred while Susan was here, I want to thank her for what she's done for the platform and for the opportunities that I've had. And yeah, I'll leave it at that, I suppose. Thank you all for your support on the channel. Thank you for your time. Consider leaving your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you there. And in the next segment, as we head into the next arc of YouTube.